Right, lock off 2, set up. Let's hope we get a bit of action on these REM pods then, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Bloody hell, always the way. Guys, REM pod is going off on the stairs, and I haven't even finished setting the shot up yet. So thank you. Thank you. I haven't even finished setting up yet. Keep an eye on that for me. Thank you very much. My name's Chris. I've been here before a couple of times with my friends. We do have permission to be here. Is that okay with yourself? Hi. Thank you. Right, I think I need to get the rest of this place set up, guys. Hi guys, welcome to another brand new episode of Haunted Scouts, where tonight I'm on my own again and I've come back to Manor Road Masonic Hall here in Wallasey to see if we can follow up on some of the fantastic evidence we captured last time we were here. Okay. Hello? Right, okay, straight into episode mode, guys. I am meant to be on my own. Hello?
This is shocking, isn't it, man?
Oh, for
tell you what.
sake.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to get a drink, you know. I've been quite thirsty since I can't get anywhere in Q8, so I thought to come back and have a pint, but service?
Yeah,
No.
bar's closed. Just your luck, that, innit?
I'll stick to the water then, won't I? Yeah. And you lot as well. What are you doing here?
Well, seems you're here.
I'll tell you what,
Your
still
hair
look
looks
on
alright,
camera,
yeah.
don't I?
Still looks alright, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Fancy filming something?
I can't trust you to do a place like this on your own, can I? After what we got last
True.
time, so
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah. Let's go and see what Wallasey Lodge has to offer.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, so I'm back just for a small amount of time before I do have to go back to Kuwait for the remainder of the academic year. So why not come and film in probably one of the places where we haven't revisited for such a long time, but caught probably some of the best evidence that we've had in who knows how long, with obviously the door closing upstairs. We had the music box going off in the cellar downstairs, and yeah, it took quite a long time to actually get back here, but I'm made up that I've managed to squeeze in a little bit of time to come and investigate it with you.
Yeah, perfect timing, guys, and a little bonus for you guys, because I'd like to think you're on board with me doing solos, because I've only done one. But it was, this is a nice little extra for me as well to be back out with me mate, and somewhere where, as Adam said, when I reviewed that footage last time, and that evidence that we captured was just out of this world. We knew about the music box, but we had to wait to review the footage. We didn't know about the door. We didn't know about the scream downstairs. We certainly didn't know about all the footsteps captured. It sounded like walking up and down here. So
yeah, so I think maybe we'll sort of do a little bit here, obviously, because we know there is the story sort of in and around on the stairs, but we kind of want to maybe spend a little bit more time upstairs where the door opened, and maybe a little bit more time downstairs as well. So we'll just maybe start a bit of calling out sort of here in the hallway, move to an S-box, and then we'll just see where the night takes us. Okay, so if there is anybody in here with us now, hi, my name's Adam, this is Chris.
Hi.
We don't mean any harm or any disrespect. We've been here a few times, and you have made yourself known to us by using some of our equipment that we've got on the stairs, or maybe downstairs, or anything that you can see on the floor. You know it won't do you any harm, so if you'd like to maybe walk past one of those bits of equipment now, make it light up, maybe make it play a song, or if you can't, maybe you could do something to let us know that you are here.
That was loud behind you then.
It was hard because there was definitely an external noise with that.
Yeah.
But then that one sounded more internal, like at the same time. So
Yeah.
it's quite frustrating. If you've just made a noise at the top of the stairs, thank you, but could you do that again for us, please? There's a faint sound there.
Yeah, I heard that.
That sounded more in the temple,
Yeah.
sort of a noise on the floor. Thank you. Maybe you could come a little bit closer, walk towards us. Try your best. We've been there, Molly, on Monday.
It's the case of the motorbike episode. Typical when you come home. Get one chance to film. That motorbike hasn't made a noise for the last hour and a half that I've been here setting up.
Not too sure where to go tonight. Maybe you could give us some sort of direction as to where we should go.
Oh, where was that from?
That must be behind. And that was obviously the exit. Yeah, that was definitely the door. Okay, maybe you don't want to see it. You'd like us to leave. You maybe make a really loud bang to where you are. Like a motorbike. I think maybe we're getting slight responses in terms of noise, but it's frustrating the motorbike, but maybe put an S-box on and drown that noise out and see what we can get and maybe decide whether to go up or down to start with.
Yeah, exactly. Spoiled for choice now because we know that both temples were active. Yeah. Okay. Let's get the old S-box on going then.
Right, okay, I'm going to put a radio on. If you are here, it'll allow you to come through and let us hear your voice. Maybe tell us your name. Is there a chef here who took his own life? We are curious because we can't find any evidence that it happened. And we hate it that it did happen but nobody would ever know.
Now, I scream is an interesting thing to come through on the S-box, because if you remember last time, we did capture an audible scream down in the basement temple.
Can you tell me the name of where we are? The name of the road? Is the spirit that was able to turn on the lights on the stairs still here? If you hang yourself in here, if you did, why did you do that? Fear.
Sounded like fear, yeah.
What were you scared of, or who were you scared of? The bully. Maybe. Okay, going to turn this off now. We may put this on a bit later. Give you another chance to speak.
There's potentially just dust then, but obviously something just came down from the stairs right past you.
Yeah, it did sound like when I asked, why did you hang yourself? If you did, fear.
Yeah. Essentially, when you said about where we are, generally, obviously in your head, you know what you're waiting for,
Yeah.
but it did sound like Wallasey. But I didn't want to say it because I was hoping that you'd pick up on it, but you didn't. But
Well,
maybe if you listen back, you might.
yeah, because I did think of female sounded like she was trying to say manor, but it was like manor. But then it was in between something else, and it's like, am I just picking out the bit I want, to, as you just said, you know, the bit we want to hear, you know, you can sometimes pick out from a longer sentence.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, listen guys, if you are enjoying this, you know, the youngun's back for one night only. That's going to be worth a thumbs up, and you better get down in the comments after the episode as well, because we're getting hundreds of views and about 10 comments, and it's the same ones of you all the time. But please guys, just jump into the comments afterwards, because it really does help push our videos up the analytics.
If anyone is here, maybe you can try and set that device off that's in the middle of the floor with the red light on. It won't do you any harm. It'll just let me know that you're in here with me. There's a number of objects on the floor, like little round balls that light up. Maybe you could move one of them. Slight tap over there then. Well, that's a bit darker, isn't it? Fair play, you're down here and gonna be on your own for the evening.
Why have you come?
Straight
Nice
out
start,
the box
isn't it?
there, yeah.
Say, just put Spirit Talker on, and I have not used the Spirit Talker for months now. So, well, I've come back just for a week, just to see what's what. But we're here to try and maybe communicate with anybody that may have passed over, that's still here now, that does want to make themselves known. So you can use the device that's on the chair next to me to choose a word so we can have a conversation. Or maybe you could try and use some of the equipment that's on the floor in the room. You maybe try and find your name in that device and tell us who you are.
Watched.
Watched. So,
It's exactly the feeling you get down there.
it's that like, yeah, we're feeling watched, or are they feeling watched? How many of you are here with us now? How many are potentially watching? We don't mean any harm, we're just here to try and have a conversation with you. Is there anything that you'd like to tell us? Maybe anything you'd like to show us?
Insist.
Glad they said insist.
Insist. We do insist. Come on. Try and maybe move one of the devices that's on the floor.
Yeah, 'cause maybe it was like, I don't know, it kind of ask him to be more assertive, instead of, polite, insist, give an order.
Move one of the devices on the floor. If you were maybe a lodge member, that door shouldn't be open. So maybe you could sort that out for us. Why is that door open? Go and close it. Come on. I know you've done it upstairs, so why don't we try and do it down here? Close the door.
I need to warn you.
What would you like to warn us? I don't feel threatened, or I don't feel scared or worried. Been here before and it's been quite pleasant. What do you need to warn us about?
I'll probably come through and say butterflies or something, no, but everything through it so far has been kind of a little bit vibey and on the negative side.
Yeah.
Why you here? Oh. Why you here? Oh. Why you here? Oh.
Somewhere near the door.
Yeah.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver, Christ. There's one in my case upstairs, like. If that comes floating down the stairs on its own. Screwdriver.
Something needs fixing. That's somebody trying to fix something? Is that what the noise was? Maybe you can show us something that's broken? That was very faint, wasn't it?
Yeah. Right by the door.
A very different noise to the first one.
Yeah, exactly.
It's strange, isn't it? Because most spirit talkers, or most of the time we use a spirit talker, it's a female voice, because that's what the program uses. But in this scenario, maybe every single phrase that and thing that's come out has been a male. But because we hear the female voice, you kind of think about it in a different way. Like, it could be someone who previously was a member of this lodge.
Picture.
And could be on the stairs on one of the pictures.
We do have cameras here. If you want to maybe appear in front of one or stand in front of one, we'll be able to see you.
The fall killed me.
The fall killed me.
Killed me. Interesting. Fall killed you.
What's that wire? Yeah. Before you do me.
So what happened? Was it an accident, or maybe you were pushed? And where was it? Was it here? Was it in this building? Was it in this area? This may be related to something that happened upstairs, on the stairs.
And this is the thing, isn't it? You know, the story that we were told, which funnily enough, Paul, that opened up for me tonight, I'd never heard of that story.
Yeah. Are
Story.
you a friend?
I like to think so.
We
yeah.
are, yes.
We are friends of the lodge.
We've
Friends of the custodians here.
We've been told that it was suicide, but it's not what some of our guests have picked up that have got the gift. When they come here, they don't sense suicide. And I'm not saying it's a Masonic murder, by the way. I'll put that out there before people jump in the comments with that. I'm just saying this building's got a lot of history to it, of hosting functions and stuff outside of, you know, Masonic meetings.
I just think as well that a story like that would be quite readily available, or you'd be able to pick that up or read it somewhere or find information that would sort of corroborate that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Tabs couldn't find anything, and if our tabs can't find it, then, you know, I'm calling that it doesn't. You know, there's a reason. It's, you know, if tabs can't find any newspaper clippings or anything, then
You are mine now.
Now if the door slammed then, and then that went like that,
yeah.
that would have been pretty tasty. Well, you can try and maybe come in here and do something, but we certainly are not. As we're free to leave and come and go as we please. You think that we are yours, then you're going to have to do something to prove that. You can't just walk out this door.
We don't like investigators.
Is that because Adam's just proved the point? Literally, as you crossed the threshold of the door, that came through. So he's just proved the point to you, hasn't he? You know, he doesn't belong to you. You're not his. He's not yours, sorry.
Not because we're not afraid of you. We don't do as we're told.
Almost ties into the you are strong. It's like you've just proved it there. So there's two spirits. One warning us and one trying to be the one we're warned about.
thank you anyway. I'm going to turn it off now.
Great.
Great
Do
again.
it again. Same way, after that. Okay, great indeed. So thank you. If it was you trying to communicate with us, if you do want to follow us around or do anything while we're here, please do. That's all for now. In a word.
Great. 2 greats, 1 each. We'll have that.
Well, yeah, interested. Did seem like you having a bit of a chin wag there with someone at the start, and then a bit quiet. Well, I suppose you want everything to start lighting up and banging and making noises, but it's sort of not how these things start. It's usually how these things end. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, ironically, that's how you will have seen the episode start, is me running around switching the camera on without even having any IR lights, just because the REM pod was going off on the stairs. And the moment you hit, you say action, so to speak, then you've got to work for it.
Yeah, but we'll move through and see what maybe potentially the upper lodge has to offer. Who knows, maybe the lock offs have caught something while we've been down here.
Yeah, exactly.
It threw me off because they've got more new lights. Leave the door open. Right, okay, so we have now come upstairs. This door behind us, as you've seen earlier on when I've tried to debunk why would that, there's not a draft that's going to open that. So what the hell opened it last time? Because you'll have seen at the beginning of the episode, I'm going to have dropped in a few little bits just to remind you of what happened. But yeah, this seemed to be the active one, and was also the one that potentially Johnny captured the ghost on his photographs as well.
Hopefully something else like that happens again tonight, but we'll maybe keep the door closed this time when we're in there, and hopefully it will open. So
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hi.
Right, there you go. And I'm pulling on that door there, and you can see that will not open unless that handle turns.
That is closed. That's us locked in. But yeah, so last time, as you say, without us realising it, guys, this gave us one of our best bits of evidence that we've ever captured. And it's, I mean, this whole place gave us some great evidence, but that one piece of evidence was the jaw-dropping moment of the expletives in the chat. Of everyone had the same expression that they made when they seen it. But yeah, so the dream is that happens again, but if it never happens again, we captured it, but we know, and we've just shown it again there, how difficult it is for that door to open. The handle has to turn, and it wasn't us. We know potentially that there is a spirit up in this room that we may have captured on camera. If you are here, maybe you can come and speak to us. Let us hear your voice. Likewise, if you were here and you work here and you were not a member of a Masonic Lodge, neither are we. That was quite a big reaction, I think it was annoyed. Or acknowledgement, yeah. Yeah, we're not members of a Masonic Lodge either, so If that makes you more confident, please come forward and speak to us. What we're doing is, we call ourselves paranormal investigators, but basically we're ghost hunters. We're trying to speak to spirits, and if you've passed over to the other side, we've brought technology that will allow you to make yourself known.
Maybe you don't want to see it. Maybe you can make that flash. If you don't want to see him, you want us to leave. If you do want to see it, you want us to stay, can you make that flash? You don't give a fuck either way, maybe you could make it flash. Clearly not on demand tonight, are we? It's weird, this room, because I've done like about half an hour, 45 minutes on my own. There were a few little noises, it wasn't too much. And even when on the night we were here, again, still didn't feel like too much. This seems to be like a room where stuff happens when you're not here.
Yeah.
Obviously the picture is, maybe something different, but again, it's, I never feel this is the most active, or the most sort of like, I feel really relaxed and calm in this one. Obviously downstairs is a little different because it's downstairs, but I feel like anything seems to happen when you're here. It's always been.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's a room you can sit in the corner of on your own and be comfortable.
Mm.
Is that the door?
Yeah,
I heard the rattle, yes.
that was the door.
Is that the door?
Yeah,
I heard the rattle, yeah.
that was the door. Is that you moving the door? That was definitely the door.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, I heard the rattle clear as anything, and I'm pointed in that direction, so.
Like obviously, at the time, when cars going past, the car got that much sort of vibration that would make that door rattle.
There's your answer. I mean, we've often done that.
with buildings is that waited for another car to go past or something just to see if we can debunk something, but you'd have to worry about the foundations of the building if a car going past on the road is making it rattle.
I know it sounds stupid, but you're only just trying to think, well, oh yeah, there was potential noise, obviously the noise we heard at the same time was a car going past outside. But I know I'm on for a good 5 to 8 seconds.
Yeah.
What's that? I don't know. Like that, but that's why I think maybe it is just a vibration or something from outside, but sure I can't be knocking the door, I don't know.
But as you said, there's enough traffic that's gone past while we've been here. It'd be interesting to watch back on the lock-off and see if the lock-off's picked up the noise as well, because there'd be a lot more traffic has gone past while the lock-off has been running.
Yeah, interesting one. Just trying to pray again that does happen, and you know, us both being here at the time when it's like, yeah, we can easily explain that, but yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I definitely heard. That's why I didn't say anything at first, because I knew I heard the sound.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to pick up on it, but then I was like, it's still going. So I was like, can you hear that? But it was 100% the door.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, maybe there's something that I just don't understand and we aren't getting, so maybe, you know, if you've got something that you want to add to that, what just happened, drop it in the comments below, and you know, we try and respond to pretty much every single one, and let's have a debate about it, let's have a chat about it. Was it paranormal? Can it be explained? Can you tell us?
Exactly, and we've been in here for 20-25 minutes now. You guys won't have seen all of that, because otherwise you'd have switched off. But in that 20-25 minutes, that's the one peculiar thing that's happened. You know, with a little bit of activity on the K2, but that one noise is something that hasn't happened at any other point throughout that whole. Even when we got up and walked around the room here to do this shot, we're not causing a vibration. So why would traffic cause that vibration? But yeah, we're going to move downstairs anyway, and hopefully the lock-off camera that's over there we'll pick something up.
Fingers crossed.
If I pass that to you, mate,
I just want to make sure that everyone sees that we are shutting the door properly. That's as shut as it could be. Do you reckon it could have been?
Could have been. That was, yeah, thinking about it, that was sort of the sound, yeah. Yeah, it was constantly that, like a good 5 seconds of that.
Well, that's going to be interesting. If I do that a couple more times while we're quiet and see if the lock-off picked it up as well. I'll tell you what, for an experiment, you go back in and see if you think that, and if not, then we haven't debunked it yet. But it'll be interesting.
I'll go in the roughly same spot. Potentially, it's hard. I don't know, because I was stood up at that time. But when it sounds higher up, so It is a similar sound from out here, more so than it is in there.
Yeah.
But
I mean, hopefully the lock-off's picked up as well. Yeah. Again.
it's maybe just like a push on the door, but obviously
Yeah.
it's making that rattle, so someone's trying to...
Strange one. I mean, if nothing else, guys, you can't say we don't try and debunk stuff on Haunted Scouse. You know, we're not proud to go best bit of evidence of the night and we'd have been able to debunk it somehow, but if we've managed to recreate the sound, what the hell was out here creating it in the first place?
True.
Oh, yeah. Corinthian suite beckons. Right, okay guys, so we've come into the Corinthian suite. Obviously the main entrance is just there, the lock-off camera. We thought after last time we did get quite a few good responses in here on the Spirit Talker after finding out the extra information about some of the tragic incidents that have happened in here. So let's see if we can kind of make the same contact again.
Bastard.
Oh, I'm glad that was you, yeah. You're getting slagged off now. It's always the blue language in Wallasey, isn't it?
It is. That's nice, isn't it? Bloody hell. Alright.
Not just me getting slagged off, and I'm glad
I know,
that
my
happened.
turn.
Yeah.
Jesus. Man's a bit harsher there, didn't he? I don't know, manker, bastard. You know, didn't think I'd see the day when I needed to bleep the Spirit Talker. But okay, so I don't know where to go with that.
You ever want to prove that spirits were real?
So is that a sense of your frustration? Is the only way I can say that, is it? Can you tell us the name of the person that you're throwing that term out towards? There's somebody that used to work here. We do know that Sabu. Okay. I'm only leaning on the chair and you're all the way over there.
You'd think me walking past it probably would have set it off.
Yeah.
My chair's not anywhere near the table really. Just take your hand off it and do it again.
Yeah. I mean, if you take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back, there's all around also. Yeah.
Curtains burned.
Curtains burned.
And that just goes to show the Spirit Talker went off and it still didn't set the cap all off either.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
By the cane. Is that what happened in here? Was there a fire?
Important.
Maybe you're one of the
Couple.
spirits.
Cap all on the other table.
I can't see it.
And that's it.
Thank you.
Ridicule.
Is that what happened to you?
Right.
Trying to say that was a floorboard, yeah.
I know where I can get away with on now. Yeah. Remember that on the next event, guys. If you need to let one rip, just walking in. There's a floorboard about 12 in. So, I mean, again, there's a couple of things there that it started out very positive, negative. You know, two different spirits. Obviously, cat balls going off as well.
Well, it's just been like two people having a conversation, one here and one over there, essentially. And that was what was sort of caught half of. But it's the first objects that we sort of had light up tonight, so it's come from in here. But,
yeah, exactly. And as again, guys, we do know there's been two tragedies in here, you know, where people have lost their lives suddenly, which we did seem to pick up on last time. But I mean, yeah, maybe it's their energy that's still in here. But yeah, I think we've got one area downstairs which we haven't investigated yet. So I think we need, after last time, we need to pop down there and have a little look.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, so we've come down to the basement area in Wirral Lodge. Obviously, a little bit different this because we're in normal vision for some unknown reason, and we're in different colours, and we just realised that now as well. But yeah, it's a pain sort of covering the senses and doing that, but it's again something a little bit different. But when we came down here last time, we had the music box go off, and we were in the lower temple, weren't we, when it happened? So we're sort of right in the area where that did happen. We've got a REM pod there, one of the newer ones that we've got. One's been donated to us.
Yeah, thanks, Paul.
We do have a few cat balls sort of down the corridor. It might be a bit more difficult to spot them, so if you see them light up, let us know. But I'm just running an S-box at the minute, so we'll maybe start with that. You might be able to hear a little bit of leaking and dripping as well, so it'll drown out that noise. And yeah, we'll just fire it up, ask some questions and see where it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if there is anybody here just now, can you tell us your name to this device, please? Alan? Yeah. You're the person who set the device off when we were here last time. You maybe tell us what device it was? Tell us where we are. You may be a lodge member. And so, could you tell us where your locker is? Maybe you could give us a number or the name of the lodge.
Maybe 48 from the after the year. Yeah, like a 48.
That may be here, or is that a locker number?
That sounded like you said Masonic. That potentially said Masonic.
Now, whilst we cannot definitively say this is paranormal with the door opening, that loud bang comes from somewhere upstairs in the building, and if you listen carefully, you can hear me mention the fact that I heard the word Masonic, so you can tally up exactly where we are at this moment in time. So who or what opened the door at Manor Road Masonic Temple?
You have a locker number here, 48. Can you maybe tell us what lodge it belongs to? Wirral. Out of interest, isn't that the one that's on the telly screen upstairs? And we'll get a shot of that when we go up.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah. And if nothing else, we've discovered the mystery of lodges, boxes 1 to 6, and nowhere to be seen. And then I say that Prince Llewellyn.
That will be, it's quite interesting, isn't it?
We'll check when we get upstairs, It's a bit of a dark shot this end, guys, but yeah, I'm sure the screens upstairs, it's had like a poster or something for that lodge. Maybe they've been working on something. But yeah, I'm sure it was Prince Llewellyn.
Trying to advertise for whatever it is.
Even there saying, acknowledging your hard work, Wow. Okay.
It was there all along.
So
we couldn't turn that off.
There we go. What's the odds of that?
Again, just weird coincidence or more to it. Who knows? Potentially Air 48 and then found it was that.
Led us to Prince Llewellyn.
Yeah, which is directly on the screen.
And has been all night, As Adam said, we couldn't switch the telly off, so...
It's like Darren Brown stuff, that, isn't it? It's like the answer's been in plain sight all along. Yeah. Interesting. So that ends our night at Wallasey Masonic Lodge here on the Wirral. And yeah, it's been a while for me, but I think it's been quite a good night, what do you think?
It has, yeah. I mean, funnily enough, I'm supposed to have been grafting for the last 5 months while he's been away, but it's been a while for me as well, so it's nice to kind of jump back into it and have my mate back with me, as I said at the start, and in familiar territory as well. So we've tried not to go over the same old ground tonight and try to do it slightly differently, but we don't know what the lock-off cameras have potentially picked up.
No, and I think the thing with this place is when we started to investigate, it got good, and then really good, and then amazing, and then obviously it tailed off because we couldn't get back here. And I know no other teams have actually been here as well, so maybe we just started spiking the energy up and then it's just all of a sudden flattened. So potentially a few more visits, maybe a few more events potentially might sort of stir up that little bit more, and yeah, who knows.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the guys here at Manor Road Masonic Lodge, they're looking for other teams and event companies to come in here as well. And again, if you've watched this, we'll leave all the contact details down here and on our social media side as well. It's fully accessible. There's a stair lift all the way up to both of them. So yeah, it's a brilliant place, and it is active. We proved that with the first episode, and who knows, we may have proved it again tonight by the time we finish reviewing everything, because we've had some equipment going off.
Yeah, I think as Chris said there, if you haven't obviously watched that episode, straight after this, get back onto it and you will see sort of the full potential of this place and what can actually happen. We've kind of blitzed it, I think, tonight in terms of I wasn't sort of available for long, so I did want to get here and sort of at least get to as many places as possible and showcase it that little bit more. But yeah, for the sort of short time we've been in here, equipment has gone off. Definitely heard a few noises here and there, and what about that door?
Yeah.
Who knows? Was it trying to be opened again? Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that alone was a great piece of evidence, and if we managed to recreate the sound by pointing out what it was, then even better. And that's what we're all about. It's transparency and trying to debunk our own evidence. And if we can't, it's over to you guys. As Adam said, what do you think happened upstairs with that door? Was it the door? Get into the comments, because as I said earlier on, not enough of you stay behind and jump into the comments, and we would love you to do that, guys. You give us a thumbs up, you watch the episodes, you're in the chat on YouTube. Afterwards, jump back in, go into the comments section underneath. I know a lot of you get confused between comments and chat. Once the episode's finished, that's the end of the chat. That's when you jump into the comments, please. Consider it like Facebook. We put something on Facebook, you jump in the comments. We could do with more comments, and as Adam said, we do reply to them all.
Yeah, but I think as far as Wallasey Manor Lodge goes, it's pretty much the end of the episode, and I know the channel does look a little bit different now because I'm not sort of here as much, but it's still going, and it's still going strong. Chris is out there doing his thing. He's also got the podcast going as well. There's some absolutely amazing people that have been on it and are yet to come on it as well. So it's still going, so please make sure that you're supporting us. Please make sure somewhere down here you hit that subscribe button as well, and hit that notification bell as well.
Exactly. But yeah, for this, we're going to go and pack up. He's only home for a few days. I've got work in the morning, so it's thanks very much for watching this one, guys, and I will see you on the next one.
Shukran. I'll see you soon.